Now, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that you're looking at running for president.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump.
I think that man will be president of the United States right about the time that spaceships come down filled with dinosaurs and red cake.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Donald Trump will not become president!
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
Donald Trump will never, ever be president.
Moderator, but apparently believes that Donald Trump is a clown.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
You're never going to be president of the United States by insulting your way to
Let's see, I'm at 42 and you're at 20.
We have a key race alert right now. Donald Trump now has reached the number of delegates needed to clinch the Republican presidential nomination.
So right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
Donald Trump, while we project, will win in Kentucky with its 8 electoral votes, in Indiana with its 11 electoral votes, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, Kansas with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes, North Dakota with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, Missouri, Ohio, Idaho, North Carolina.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
do solemnly swear.
Together, we will make America great again.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to CobraCast 199. I am your host, D-Day Cobra, and I'm happy to see all of you in the chat, fresh off of a little Battlefront 2 over on the main Geeks and Gamers channel. And we also have a nice little update about the main Geeks and Gamers channel. I'll share all of that with you momentarily. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of things getting exposed right now. A lot of things getting exposed. Tucker Carlson giving new meaning to BLM. I'll explain all of that. We've got Rotten Tomatoes being exposed for lying about movie reviews. A big article there. We've got obviously the whole nonsense over Starfield. And we actually clipped out a section of the last CobraCast. And shout out to Jed, Hollywood Scholar, for clipping that together. We put that on the main Geeks and Gamers channel. Giving full context to our boy Az. Shout out to Hayden Wayne for making that happen. And yeah, man, it's good stuff all the way around. So I love seeing all of you here. This is CobraCast 199, the single most important show in the history of the internet with 199 in the name. The most viewers, the most super chats, the most members. And we never have to shut our chat down for members only because almost everybody's already a damn member. Look at all the green in the chat. Look at all the emojis in the chat. All those emojis flying around. And, you know, Donnie Danko's done a great job. And if you're looking for more emojis, the boss lady is here. She's backstage. She is backstage. Brock is here dropping 20 gifties already. Cerberus dropped 5 earlier. Krista, or do you want to say hello? Holy crap. Wolverine Schnick is here with 20 gifties. I don't know, chat. Do you really want to see Krista? Do you want Krista to show up? I don't know. We'll see if the chat really wants to see Krista Nova or not. Tomac says, Brother Cobra, I have intercepted a message from the forces of chaos. I do not yet understand its meaning. I will forward this blasphemy to your commands. Voxcaster encrypted channel X. God Emperor Trump be praised. Thank you, Tomac. Thank you, Tomac. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for that 50. A 50. Getting the party started early. Dude, this whole thing with Tucker Carlson and his latest interview is hilarious. If for anything, the memes that it has created, the memes I am seeing are truly next level. Truly next level. I mean, just, you wouldn't believe it. Some of them I can show, some of them I can't show, but we're certainly going to talk a lot about it. And I did kind of make, I don't know, man, I couldn't help myself. I had to make a response. I had to do a reply on Tim Pool's post, and the amount of likes and everything, the attraction that my reply got on his tweet, I have to imagine he saw it. And I would have, like, I was hoping he would quote tweet me on it. Don't think it happened. But in reality, I didn't think he would. The chat is demanding. She's not, like, I'm looking back there. She's still got her microphone muted, so I'm not sure. She put BRB in the chat. So keep demanding her. All right. And we will see if she shows up. But thank you guys so much. Wolverine Schnick says 199 Obama does. It's so funny. It's so funny, man. It's so fantastic. Let me show you guys this really quick. All right, so here's what we had 1,000 people here. I got to show you this. Shout out to Grand Old Memes. Grand Old Memes are amazing. It's one of the best follows on Twitter you can find. All right. Check this one out right here. This is why the Tucker Carlson interview is amazing, because it's creating this right here. The new meaning of BLM. We have a brand new meaning for BLM. It no longer means Black Lives Matter, ladies and gentlemen. The new meaning for BLM is Barack likes men. Oh my God. There it is right there. Barack, I like Barry loves men as well. That's really good. Barry loves men is really good. So Barack likes men. Right there it is. New meaning. BLM has an all new meaning now. And what the best part is I had some weirdo in the replies. All right. I had some weirdo in the replies of this one. And right here, they said, no wonder your channel is dying. That was their response. No wonder your channel is dying. So I responded, number 2 in the USA yesterday, stay mad. All right. Number 2 in the United States of America on my dying channel. That's how you respond to them. And that's the power of the snake pit and the 199. All right. That's the power of the snake pit. I could sit there and drop that response and absolutely annihilate these clowns. Yes, we finished higher than the Whatever podcast, higher than Tim the Tap Man, and higher than the Jimmy Dore show. Like, holy shit. That's incredible. So shout out to all of you. But this person responded and says, you're aging out of it. It won't last long. But you said the channel's dying. I've got indisputable proof that it's clearly not dying. It's the number 2 most super chatted channel in the United States of America as of you saying that stupid shit. So yeah, they seem mad. There's Clemson PC. keep on moving that goalpost. The G&G community will keep rolling right past it. And then this guy says Jimmy Dore is 5th and he's almost 60. He doesn't seem to be aging out. You move the goalpost, then you still sailed the shot wide. Take the L. I love watching these clowns just get absolutely destroyed. Krista, there's been a heavy demand for you to make an appearance, Krista. Chat, are you ready to see Krista Nova make her appearance? Brock just dropped 50 gifted memberships. Holy shit. Brock just dropped 50. Welcome in, Krista Nova. Hi, Krista.
Hi, everyone. I am, again, once rocking my Trump mugshot hoodie. Jeremy's rocking his hoodie, and you can find both of them in the links are in the description. And we have plenty more on Teespring. Not just hoodies. We have t-shirts, mugs, stickers even. So go check out our Teespring store. And hi.
Krista, so I think we're going to have a lot more emojis requested throughout the night. We've already got 95 new members.
Wow.
In 11 minutes of this stream going. Holy crap.
Let's go. More emojis. Love to see them. You guys are awesome. I see you all in chat. Hail to 199.
Chat's going crazy. Lying dog face pony soldier dropping a gifty as well. Amazing. All right. Thank you, Krista. She'll be back there. She'll be in the chat. So if you guys want requested emojis and stuff, just talk to her, see what she's got. And thank you guys so much. All right. Bye, Krista.
Bye.
All right. So we got to talk about the news of the day. Now, why is this Barack likes men? Why is this a thing? What has happened? What has led us to the place of having this? Because it's being talked about a lot, ladies and gentlemen. It's being talked about a lot. Warren Smith in the house. What's up, Warren Smith? So why on earth is this going around, you ask? Well, Tucker Carlson, our good buddy, Tucker Carlson. I can't call him a buddy. I don't know Tucker, but Tucker Carlson had an interesting interview today, an interesting interview. Now, I personally have not watched any of the interview other than the clips that were a couple of clips going around. I haven't watched any of the interview, but he had a discussion with someone, and that discussion has created a kind of a firestorm. And I don't really know why so many people are upset about it. But some of the reaction has been interesting, and we're going to talk about that here in just a moment. So first of all, let's show you this, okay? Let's show you this right here. This was just the advertisement from Tucker Carlson for his latest interview right here. And let's listen. So this is just the little teaser part, okay? Let's listen to this really quick. Here we go.
You're just a guy who's in town for the night, and it sounds like you're looking to party.
Yeah, pulled up in a bar outside, and there's this guy that's introduced to me as Barack Obama. I had given Barack $250 to pay for coke. I start putting a line on a CD tray to snort, and next thing I know, he's got a little pipe and he's smoking. So I just started rubbing my hand along his thigh to see where it was going, and it went the direction I had intended it to go.
Even though you had sex with him twice, you did cocaine with him, watched him smoke crack twice, you had no idea who he was.
I had no idea who he was.
Let me just ask the obvious question. What was Obama like on crack? Is it your sense that that's who Obama is, just transactional, or that he's bisexual, or like what is this?
It definitely wasn't Barack's first time, and I would almost be willing to bet you it wasn't as long.
The guy's running for president and credible information comes out that he's smoking crack and having sex with dudes. That seems like a story.
Well, it would be a story if the media really cared about telling people the truth.
Mm-hmm. Interesting, don't you think? Now, you might ask yourself, why are we talking about this, Jeremy? Why are we talking about a story about Barack Obama potentially, being a crackhead, a gay black crackhead? I mean, because that's not something we've ever. I mean, why would we? Who would believe that a respectable politician, a black respectable politician, would turn out to be a gay crackhead? There's no chance that that would ever happen, right? There's no chance that a politician that is respectable, that could be in a position of power, be a gay black crackhead. There's just no way. There's no way that that would happen, right? I mean, it's impossible. It's impossible that, Andrew Gillum, who nearly became the governor of Florida, one of the most important states in the country, until, of course, President Trump saved the day and rescued Ron DeSantis' dying campaign. But yeah, oh man, it's just no way it's possible. Now, to get further into this story, there's a lot of people that are questioning it and things like that. And that's fair. I mean, I don't know if this guy's telling the truth or not. I don't think that's the important part. Tim Pool had a tweet. And essentially, he's really mad. Tim Pool's really, really mad. So give me just a moment. Let me pull the couple things that Tim Pool had to say right here. Okay, so right here, look at this. Tim Pool tweeted this out. Well, first of all, you got the these guys are making so much fucking money. If you're going to believe a random guy on Tucker Carlson's show who claims to have done something to Barack Obama, yet not believe a woman who successfully sued Trump for defamation and assault in court of law, then you are showing your bias. Tim Pool agrees. I agree with this, Tim said. Any asshole can make up insane claims about anyone. We saw it with Christine Blasey Ford and other women who claimed Kavanaugh was having gang rape parties. Not interested in WWE news. Well, thank you, Tim. I really appreciate your opinion on this, Tim. It's greatly appreciated, Tim. And as we know, Tim is only interested in real news. He would never ignore a real story. But he's not interested in the fake stories, okay? He's not interested in the fake stories at all. So I responded, you weren't interested in Eliza Blue or Jack Murphy news either. Pretty interesting there, huh? Pretty interesting how you weren't interested in Eliza Blue and Jack Murphy stories either. Pretty interesting, wouldn't you think? Pretty interesting is all I'm saying. So we get back to the point at hand. And let's go back. This is now I'll drop the sarcasm for this is fucking nonsense what Tim Pool is saying. This is fucking nonsense. They have literally locked up the 45th president of the United States of America. They have arrested him 4 times. They are putting him on trial the day before Super Tuesday. They have lied about him. They have pushed narratives about him, and the mainstream has been complicit in all of that. They signal boost these stories. They don't give a shit if they're true. They don't give a shit if there's any substance to it. They just want to put the information out there so they can have an impact on the narrative and how people view President Trump. And they have been successful at this. So we are playing by their fucking rules. So I think it's pretty interesting that the mainstream media is being exposed for not even covering this story, not even covering these accusations. I thought the media loved gay men. I thought gay men deserved to have a voice. I thought gay men were supposed to be respected. Yet you completely ignored this gay man and his claims that he had a sexual relationship with Barack Obama. Oh my God, I can't believe that. And that is the problem, is they have gone after Trump and anyone connected to Trump with nonsense. They have lied constantly about him over and over and over again. This story about Obama is less about Obama and more about mainstream corruption and how they are willing to protect any story that can be damaging to their narrative and their candidate, but they are willing to signal boost any story, whether it be true or not, that can be damaging to the candidate they don't want. And this is why this story is important to talk about. Now, I don't know if it's true. I have no idea who this guy is and what his credibility is. But I haven't gotten that same respect from the media every time some weirdo comes forward and wants to accuse Trump or anyone else for that matter about anything. We all saw what happened with Kavanaugh. And so if this is the game they want to play, then let's play that game. Let's play that game. So that is my overall stance on this topic right now. Now, the question is, I haven't seen the Tucker interview. I don't know if you guys are interested in us watching this. I have no idea. Let me see how long it is. It's a 40-minute interview. I guess we could watch a little bit of it to see what it's like. I guess we could watch a little bit of it. Swig of water for the working man. But I'm 100% fight fire with fire type of guy. And I think that's what's got to start happening right now. It absolutely has to start happening. Man, you guys are showing up. There's over 100 new members already. My goodness, 100 new members. Wolverine Schnick says Tim Stool. Thank you, Wolverine Schnick. Loki critique member message. Honestly, answer honestly. How do you feel about circumcision? Pro or anti? I'm very anti. Check out my fantasy books. Just search Callian Wilkinson. I'm 17. I'm going to be honest with you. I've never been faced with that question. I've never thought about this ever. I have literally no opinion whatsoever on this topic. I'm glad it's a passion for you, but I don't really fucking care. I don't care. So if that's a passionate topic for you, go for it. That is not something that I have really thought about. Yeah, I answer. I don't know. I'm not fucking circumcised. So there you go. Above average as advertised. Yeah, so that's a weird one right there for me. I've never been asked that a day in my life. So if it's passionate for you, continue to pursue whatever is passionate for you. Ultra MAGA man. Let's see. Didn't realize I hit the member milestone till it just told me. Well, welcome. We're happy that you're here. Probably not a lizard person. Just became a member to the 199 battalion. Thank you so much. Let's see. Chat's like gone crazy right now. Holy shit. Stacy Lee, Snake Pit 199 CobraCast. Thank you. There's Cerberus with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Stacy Lee with a 99-cent super sticker with the little dog. Thank you. Joe C. Pure Blood. We've known about Barack's bathhouse Barry for years. He also had a gay lover in college in the 80s. There's pics of them. Look it up. Cheers. Thank you. Appreciate that, brother. And how you doing, man? I hope you're doing all right. As a matter of fact, on that note, I got to show you guys something. All right. This is the best thing ever. It was in my mentions earlier, and I can't find it now. Come on. My mentions are kind of a disaster because I've been fighting with so many people on social media. Here it is. Bro. These memes are the best things I've ever seen. This is right here. This is why I'm so happy with the Tucker Carlson story. Here we go. I listen, before I show it, I've changed my ways, guys. I've changed my ways. This is an official announcement on CobraCast 199 ID Day Cobra. I fully support he, him pronouns. I fully support he, him pronouns, and I think it's important that we all utilize he, him pronouns with the following image that I am going to show you. Ladies and gentlemen, memes often have a way of changing your view on things. This is the greatest meme I've ever seen. Damn. the greatest thing I've ever seen. I fully support it. Oh God, I gotta post it. I'm gonna say it right now. Here we go. I fully support pronouns. Here we go. Hang on. Oh man. There we go. I just tweeted it out. And here's what I tweeted. Right here. I fully support pronouns now, he, him. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen, dude. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen. Holy crap. But that's what the best part of this is the memes. The memes have been fantastic. Jay Schwalbach over on Rumble for $21. Says 40 minutes. I bet it only took 30 seconds. What's up, Schwalbach? Oh my God, man. There's some memes I can't show you guys. I'll try. Like, okay, let me see if I can find. There's one. Oh no, I can't show that one. There's so many I can't show. Let me see. Machiavelli memes has a lot of great ones, okay? Let me see. Oh no. Holy crap. There's just so much I can't. My channel will get in trouble if I show you some of these. Machiavelli memes over on Twitter has a lot. This one right here is really good. This one right here, fantastic. Oh man, this is so bad. Be very careful looking up the Obama memes on social media right now. Some of them are absolutely brutal. All right. Some of them are absolutely brutal. Trump is speaking right now. Where's Trump speaking? Where's he live at? Trump is speaking right now. Where's he at, Lost Tales? Let me know. Guys that are backstage, get me a link for wherever Trump is speaking, and we'll watch it. We'll watch it right now. Swig of water for the working man. Why is Trump speaking at 12 o'clock at night? That makes no sense. Why is Trump speaking at 11 o'clock at night or 12 o'clock at night? That seems very, very strange to me. Discord. All right, let me pull up Discord. Here we go. 9 p.m. on the West Coast. Well, he certainly ain't on the damn West Coast, so we know that for a fact. Yeah, but this isn't this thing isn't live, is it? This isn't live. Like, I know that they're appearing. There's no way this is live.
Because they knew they were going to get absolutely decimated if they did. When I returned to the White House, we will restore peace through strength. That's what we had. We had peace through strength.
It's on a loop. Yeah, this is a loop. It's got to be.
The only president in many, many decades, like 8 decades, like many, many years that didn't have any wars. We got out of wars and we won wars. We beat ISIS. We won wars. But we got out of wars and everybody respected.
Yeah, I can't even, like, it's just stopped live playback. So,
we were very respected.
All right. That's cool, though. Well, hey, it's all good. Thank you, Lost Tales, for letting me know about it. But yeah, that's got to be a loop or something. I was about to say, I mean, hell, we're going to react right now. You know what? Lost Tales deserves to be roasted after no worries, Lost Tales. After all you times you killed me in Battlefront, they deserve to roast you a little bit. All right, let's watch a little bit of Tucker. Or let me get a couple more of these super chats, and then we're gonna watch a little bit of Tucker. There's Stacy Lee. I got Stacy Lee there. Let's see. Mick becomes a new member. Thank you. Cerberus says, "Hail chat. I've been gifted since the day I learned how to turn gifts on." Hey, that's awesome, man. Look at that. Cerberus giving back too. That's good stuff right there. Tomac with that 50. The Georgia Dog. Yeah, you tweeted this out too, the Georgia Dog. Hail to the most generous chat on YouTube, the Snake Pit. I got a gifted membership last CobraCast and I wasn't even here. Trump 2024. Hail to the 199. See, that's the beautiful thing about it is the gifted memberships, like they can bring people in that are like, wait, I just got a membership to this channel. Some people may be subscribed to it and they don't watch it or they forgot about it and they get gifted memberships even when they're not watching, and that makes them want to tune in. So that is super cool. That's why we do have the best chat in the history of the internet right here on CobraCast, and I thank all of you. Furious Geezer becomes a new member. Thank you. What is the difference between Ron and Romney? Romney lost to a gay crackhead. He was running. Romney lost to the gay crackhead he was running against. Oh my God. We must ban Trump from the ballots for a safe and secure society. Emperor Palpatine 2024. They are trying it. They are trying it. Speaking of Joan Rivers, fishing video. Thanks. What's up, Bradley? How the hell are you, man? BLM, burn, loot, murder, says Brockatron. Thank you, Brockatron. Octo Tatted says, thank God you're online. I've been in a Twitter war all day with Az haters. I needed a break. Yeah, man, the whole thing with Az is kind of out of control right now, and we'll talk about that a little bit later as well. But the tide is turning. The tide is turning. Act Man actually is starting to break a little bit, which is pretty damn funny to see that he's actually breaking, because he's the one that's been stirring this a lot more than most. And to watch his tweet where he was basically crying, saying like he's basically crying because people are giving him shit for basically just this hate boner he has for Az. I'll show you guys that one really quickly. It's right here. So, he said right here. So Act Man is one of the main people that was taking Az at Hill versus Babyface, taking that clip of Starfield and pushing it out on Twitter. He got 50, 60,000 responses and likes. And then he went and spliced up a video of Az and Hogwarts Legacy, and that got a ton of traction. And now he's saying people are acting like I've changed because my takes on Starfield discourse. But in reality, I'm doing the same thing I've been doing for years, defending the video game hobby from people who project their own agendas into these games in order to villainize them on false premises. That is literally what Starfield is doing and Bethesda is doing. And Az is calling that out. But because it's popular and it's getting you a lot of likes and retweets, you want to sit there and trash Az over and over again. So there's Dan Vass says the Act Ma'am, which is fantastic. I responded, the Act Ma'am is judging you. So there's the Act Ma'am who is judging you. I had a response here, right here. Congratulations on getting all of those safe bot likes and retweets from the pronoun weirdos. I'm sure they'll stand with you the next time you get unfairly demonetized. Many people that once liked and defended you now see you for who you really are. I stand with Hill versus Babyface, and that is 100% on point. So he's kind of getting a lot of kickback finally, and I'm glad to see it. He deserves it, and I think that this isn't going to go away for him. And this is like when you pander to the left-wing crowd, they will gas you up when you're saying exactly what they want you to say, but they will abandon you quicker than you can imagine. They will jump ship so damn quickly. That's who they are. They will find someone else or somewhere else to go. They always do. It never fails. It never has failed. It never will fail. Every single time. And that's what this guy, Actman, is experiencing. He said what the pronoun brigade wanted him to say. He got a ton of attraction on Twitter. It made him feel good. It made him feel like, oh, I've got confidence. I've got confidence. And now it started to dwindle a little bit. And the people that are upset and the people that support they aren't going away. They are tested and true, and they're not going to go away. They are pissed off at how you've treated and they're going to continue to hold you accountable for that. And all those pronoun weirdos, they're going to disappear. So enjoy the moment, Actman. Enjoy it. But once all those weirdos are gone, you've also lost a big portion of your own fan base. And that is exactly how it will go down. So that's the latest update on that. I see Link Okanobi in the house. Link Okanobi for 50. Hey, Jeremy, I left early due to my folks arriving in Miami. They'll be spending time with me and my brother and sisters. So I'm watching your CobraCast now. So here's a little contribution to congratulate you on your success. Hail Cobra Trump 2024 199. Linko, thank you, man. You have been crazy supportive. I really appreciate it. And I want to reiterate that it's our success. It is whether it's the Geeks and Gamers team, whether it's the chat, whether it's the community, it is our success. I am nothing without you guys. And that is just a fact of the matter. So thank you for continuing to be supportive and being here and just helping with the conversation, being awesome in the chat, all of that. Our success, the 199, stepping up for sure. Okay, let's watch a little bit of this Tucker Carlson deal really quick, and we're gonna get back to the conversation. So let's see. This is the opening of Tucker Carlson's interview with this guy who says he did crack and slept. He smoked crack and slept with Barack Obama. Anyway, and of course, Twitter video is being Twitter video right now. I guess I got to refresh it, so give me a minute here. Let's do a refresh. Here we go. And
in retrospect, it's pretty amazing that Barack Obama got as far as he did. In 2004, the summer of 2004, Barack Obama gave the keynote address at the Democratic Convention in Boston. And when he walked to the podium, probably only a small percentage of people in the room knew how to pronounce his name. He was totally unheard of. No one knew Barack Obama. At the time, he was a state senator in Illinois. 4 years later, he once again spoke to the Democratic Convention, but this time as the nominee. Meteoric doesn't begin to describe it. How did this happen? Well, the outlines are fairly well known, though rarely talked about. A small group of Democratic donors, mostly in Chicago, decided that Barack Obama was their guy. He was the vessel for their ambitions. They paid for his campaign. They paved the way for his rise. He spent 2 years pointlessly in the United States Senate preparing to run for president in 2008. And of course, in the end, he won. But the question was, who was this man? Where did he come from? What did he spend his life doing before he became president of the United States? Well, the news media, whose job it is to answer those questions, spent the entire 2008 campaign trying to keep you from knowing the answers. By election day, most Americans knew only one thing about Barack Obama, other than he was handsome and a good communicator: hope and change. But they knew nothing about him, his origins, what he believed, and legitimate questions about those facts were turned away, as they often are, with the claim, "That's a conspiracy theory. You're crazy. Shut up." One of the most interesting moments in the 2008 campaign occurred when a man, like Obama himself, came from out of nowhere to recount his experiences with Barack Obama, the man. His name was Larry Sinclair, and he told an amazing story. He said that in 1999, he had encountered Barack Obama in Illinois, had sex with Barack Obama, and then used cocaine with him. Sinclair went on to make these claims publicly at the National Press Club in Washington, to sign a sworn affidavit, and to take a lie detector test. But he was dismissed. In fact, he was attacked. Obama shills like Ben Smith of Politico batted the claims out without refuting them. They're absurd. And the rest of the media followed suit. But the claims weren't absurd. We're not claiming they're true, but they were certainly credible. This was a firsthand account
of Barack Obama's behavior by someone who was willing to sign a sworn affidavit to that effect. So the question is, whatever happened to Larry Sinclair? What's his life been like since? That's an interesting story. It turns out Larry Sinclair is still alive. He lives in Mexico. But today, he's in our studio, and we're happy to have him. Larry Sinclair, thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me.
This is wild, man. Tucker Carlson ain't messing around. I mean, we have sit there and seen him since he got fired from Fox News. He's kind of changed the game. And I gotta imagine that there's a lot of important people that are very pissed off at Tucker Carlson. A lot of people. And I think that this is an important story. Not because I'm not saying I genuinely don't know if this person's honest or not that Tucker is interviewing. I have no idea if the story is real or not. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it isn't. I don't even know much about it. This is, to me, as I said in the beginning of the show, this is less about this individual or Barack Obama and more about the fact of why did we never hear about this? Why have we never even heard about this? That is the most important aspect of this entire story, in my opinion.
Where did you meet Barack Obama?
It was by accident. I was in the Chicago area in '99 for Lee Duke's graduation from the Naval Academy.
Who's Lee Duke?
He's basically my godson.
Okay.
I had hired a limousine service.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Did you live in Chicago then?
No. I was actually living in Colorado. I had flown in the night before.
Okay.
So had hired a limousine service, had made the driver aware that if Lee couldn't leave the base, because once they graduate, some of them actually get their assignments and they're shipping out and they can't leave the base, that I was still interested in going out. And had asked the driver if he knew anybody that was available that might want to show me, Chicago. And he said he did. So
well, who was the driver?
His name was Jameer Multani. It was with 5-star limo.
So you're just a guy who's in town for the night, and it sounds like you're looking to party, actually.
Yeah.
That's what you're really saying.
Yeah. Well, I was in town for a few nights, but yeah, I was definitely looking to party. And
did you make that clear to the driver?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There was no misunderstanding.
How direct were you about that?
Extremely.
Extremely. Okay.
Yeah. There was no doubt what I was looking for.
Okay.
And he picked me up at my hotel in Gurnee and drove into Chicago, pulled up in a bar outside, and there's this guy that's introduced to me as Barack Obama.
What facial expression expert broke this down? Do we know who broke it down? I'd like to know. So what facial expression expert did it? Were they like a body language and all that expert too? Like, I'm curious. I would like to know that one. So, if you guys can repeat it in the chat, if you do know who it is, and if there's a video, I'd love to link to that video. So just let me know if we got a name or a video that I can, we can find more out about that.
It was literally that casual.
Had you ever heard of him?
No.
Did the driver know him?
Yep. The driver definitely knew him because the driver said that he was a friend.
Interesting. How would the driver be friends with Barack Obama?
I only found out later.
Oh, that person was joking. That was a good fucking joke. You probably didn't think I was going to highlight your comment. Good shit.
Dealing with a reporter from Bloomberg News that apparently the limousine company had been doing business with Tony Resco, that at the time was somehow affiliated with Barack Obama.
Orbit. Yeah. Yes. Interesting. So he knew Barack Obama, and in his view, Barack Obama liked the same kind of partying you were looking for.
Yep.
Okay. So sex and drugs and upwards.
The sex part I wasn't so sure about until, of course, you make your move, but it became obvious very quick. The coke part I thought was interesting because of the way that I had brought it up.
So I'm stepping on your story. So you pull up, and I apologize. So you pull up to this bar. The driver is basically scouting some dude for you to hang out with.
Correct.
There's this guy, Barack Obama. Have you ever heard of Barack Obama?
Never. Okay. Never. We're having drinks. I mentioned the fact that I could use something to wake up. I was extremely exhausted.
So you went into the bar?
Yes, sir.
What kind of bar was it?
I'm trying to remember. I've been trying to remember the name. I know that the glasses had 3 X's on them because I remember taking one home for a friend of mine.
What? But I mean,
if this story doesn't make you think about what just recently happened at the Barack Obama residence with the chef that was interestingly on his premises when they weren't there, apparently, and then ended up dead. This person ended up dead, and there's no questions about it. Again, another shady Obama story that the media didn't even want to talk about.
Characterize it. Was it?
It was
working class bar,
no,
gay
it was
bar,
upscale.
strip bar.
It was upscale, quiet. Wasn't really that. That really didn't have a lot of energy to it. It was more relaxed, more like a lounge, as opposed to somewhere where people would go and get loud and crazy.
Yeah.
Which made it easier to talk. But like I said, when I brought up the fact that I could use something to wake up, he immediately knew what I was referring to, had made it clear that I was looking for Coke, and I really was, and had made the suggestion that he knew where we could get it, and we left to go get it.
Interesting. Did he say what he did for a living?
Nope. I had no idea that he was a representative in the Illinois House. I had no idea he was in politics. I just knew that he was supposedly married and at the time was going through some issues with the marriage.
He said that?
That was made clear. Yeah.
Did he say what kind of issues?
No.
Do you remember? No. So you said, I'm looking for someone to wake up. He knows you're referring to cocaine. I know where to get it. What happens next?
We get back in the limo. The driver takes us wherever it is that Barack had instructed him to take us. I had given Barack $250 to pay for Coke. He gets out, comes back. I start putting a line on a CD tray to snort.
And you're in the limo.
Yep.
Driving or parked?
No, the driver's driving.
Yep.
I start to put a line on a CD tray. And I just happened to notice that he pulls something else out of his pocket. And next thing I know, he's got a little pipe and he's smoking. So I don't have an issue with it. I mean, some people smoke, some people snort.
Smoking the cocaine?
Yes. So as I'm doing a line, I just start, this is the part where you kind of make your move to see where things are going. So I just started rubbing my hand along his thigh to see where it was going, and it went the direction I had intended it to go. So the night became somewhat active sexually and drug-wise in the limo.
So you hit on him. Did he seem shocked by that?
Not at all.
Yeah. I mean, if you're smoking crack with a stranger in the back of a limo, like, you got to imagine things might go crazy places.
Well, not only imagine it, I look at it this way. I've done a lot of crazy things in my lifetime. I'm a pretty good judge of character, and I pretty much know whether or not I can move in a certain direction with an individual. I didn't feel that I was going in the wrong direction. I just wasn't so sure how much I could trust the individual at first. And that was probably one of my bigger concerns. But the fact that I was already becoming somewhat buzzed, you kind of throw caution to the wind.
You weren't sure you could trust the individual. What does that mean?
When you meet someone out of the blue and you go to a level that you're doing drugs with, or you're giving money to purchase drugs, or even for sexual activity, you have to be sure that you can trust them. And when I say trust, I mean that you're not going to end up being robbed, or that you're not going to end up having a knife stuck into you, from one direction or another, or that you're not going to pull up somewhere and all of a sudden the car door is going to open and you got 5 people pulling you out of it.
Totally.
That's what I mean when I say trust someone.
And you've been around at this point
Oh,
in
yeah.
your life, big time.
Yeah.
Right. So probably not your first time in a situation like this.
Not at all. And that's why I said I pretty much know where I can go and
Yeah.
at what point.
So you start rubbing his leg, and I think, I'll just be totally blunt with you, like a man who's not into gay sex would be like, whoa, settle down.
Trust me, if it was something that you were not interested in,
Yeah.
and you're right, I've had guys that I read wrong that would literally try to break your hand.
You're damn right. You're going to get knocked the fuck out. If you are doing that to the wrong man, you're going to get knocked the F out. And we do have this really quick. I don't know if this is confirmation or not. Okay. I don't know if this is confirmation or not, but we got this.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Shout out to Meme TV for that one. Meme TV put that one together.
For sure.
If you went in that route. So it's not like this was something that he wasn't into. It's not something that he was shocked by. Shocked by, you don't get excited and you don't unbutton your pants and you don't just sit there and let it happen.
Yeah.
So it definitely wasn't Barack's first time. That much I'm absolutely certain of. And I would almost be willing to bet you it wasn't his last.
I personally, I'm just gonna be honest, it feels really cringy to even listen to this, but I want to hear what this guy has to say because I want to know if I believe it. And at this particular point in time, I'm still very much on the fence. I need to know more about this guy, but I really don't like listening to this shit. This is fucking terrible. This really is. It's really hard to listen to because it's disgusting.
So, so you performed oral sex on Barack
did.
Obama. You did. In the driver's up front.
Yep.
And he's cool with this.
The driver has the partition up. He didn't have a problem with it. He didn't put it down for any reason.
I mean, he kind of set up the whole thing for this in the first place.
Exactly. And I have a funny feeling he had no bones to pick with it as far as what took place.
Yeah.
See, that to me, I'm trying to think about this as objectively as possible. Do I think that Barack Obama is gay? More than likely, yes. Is this particular story true? If Barack Obama was this reckless, then I feel like there will be more reckless stories that could. But again, this is something that the media silenced, essentially. You know what I mean? This is something that the media has withheld from public knowledge for the most part. And so, that has to be noted that if he is this reckless and he's willing to just do this with a stranger, why have we not heard more stories about this? But at the end of the day, why haven't we heard about this story?
So what happened after?
Afterwards, I actually went back to my hotel. I had specifically asked that he drop Barack off first, but for some reason, he and Barack chose that they would drop me off at the hotel first, and then he would take Barack. So Barack actually made the drive out to Gurnee, which is a suburb outside of Chicago, to the hotel for me to be dropped off.
What hotel was it?
It was the Comfort Inn in Gurnee.
Ooh, that sounds depressing.
Well, you have to remember it was 99.
Yeah. No,
and it was close to the Great Lake.
Hey, do you guys know if Elon Musk has retweeted every Tucker Carlson interview, I think? Did he retweet this one? Especially with all the ADL stuff he's got going on and everything. I'm wondering, did he retweet this one? I'm gonna have to look that up. I wonder if he retweeted this one.
Lakes Naval Facilities.
Yeah.
But I got dropped off. They left. The next day was somewhat interesting because he ends up showing up at my hotel room, which I thought was somewhat weird, but
He wanted some more.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say he showed up,
He showed up. I mean, I had no warning.
Commented. Okay.
I was in the room. There's a knock on the door. I opened the door, and he's standing there. And he's standing there with more coke, and he comes in, and it was just like
real life. Shout out to your Hellraiser picture. If you're just tuning in, I'm apologizing in advance for what you just walked into, because I think even Hellraiser would probably be freaked out by this walking into this one. So my apologies in advance.
like a quick, rehash or rerun from the night before.
exact same program.
Exact same program.
Was he smoking again?
Yep.
So Barack Obama smokes crack, and then you perform oral sex on him.
And like I said, the only reason I had come out about it is I had reached out to the campaign even in 2007, only because I saw all these kids getting excited about it.
Okay, wait. So how did that end? Like
same way. So you get off, you finish smoking, you leave.
Like, thanks, bye?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. What did you think of him?
I thought it was interesting. I thought he was definitely a con. But
what do you mean by that?
Well, in my life at that point, you made it clear. I had already been around.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. So when people are doing things because they actually really enjoy it, or they're sincere, or they're looking, for a connection, or they're doing something because they're looking for an in, or they're looking for a hook, or it's a game.
Yeah.
So for me, I felt that it was a game for him. It was like, okay, what am I going to get out of it? Or is there something I can get out of it other than just, the sexual part?
Right.
And lucky for me, I wasn't going back to Chicago anytime soon, so it really didn't matter.
So you were left with a bad taste in your mouth.
Something. Yeah.
Oh, Tucker. Did Tucker really just say that? Did Tucker really just say that? No way he said that. Oh, no. No.
Like, okay, what am I going to get out of it? Or is there something I can get out of it other than just, the sexual part?
Right.
And lucky for me, I wasn't going back to Chicago anytime soon, so it really didn't matter.
So you were left with a bad taste in your mouth.
Tucker. Oh, man. Tucker is savage as hell.
Something. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you talk to him again?
I did not. In fact,
And did you have any idea, even though you had sex with him twice, you did cocaine with him, watched him smoke crack twice, you had no idea who he was?
I had no idea who he was until I'm sitting in my house in Tequila, Nayarit, Mexico in 2004, and he walked on that stage
in Boston,
in the DNC convention, and I literally hit the floor. I just hit the floor and was...
Wait, so you're watching the Democratic convention from Mexico?
I was
laughing. And the guy that smoked crack in your comfort inn with you?
I was laughing so hard.
And you were sure it was him?
I was absolutely positive.
How?
I don't forget people I've met. I don't forget people I have spent time with. I just don't.
And just to restate, because I think you affirmed this, but he used his real name when you were with him. Did he call himself Barack or Barry?
Barack.
Barack.
And so did the driver. And that's why at first, when everybody was referring to him as Barry, I just didn't understand or catch on. Because like I said, I didn't know that much about him, other than the fact that, hey, you hook up, today it's Grindr. Back then it was,
the limo driver.
Yeah. A limo driver or a bartender, you ask and somebody knows somebody or somebody doesn't.
Amazing. So you're sitting there in Mexico watching this and you think, that's the guy I had sex with who smoked crack with me.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to stop it there. This is the one part of this thing that I seriously do question. You're in Mexico in 2004 watching the Democratic National Convention. There needs to be a follow-up question to that from Tucker. I need to know, are you interested in politics? Like, why were you watching the Democratic National Convention? What led you to watching this? That's a follow-up question that I feel Tucker totally missed. Like, why were you watching the DNC? Like, that is questionable to me. That is a thing that should be asked. That's a specific thing to watch. The Democratic National Convention is a specific thing to watch. It's not just like I don't know. I mean, I know it's a big deal. I watched the 2004 DNC. I was following politics back then. I was heavily invested in politics back then. I just want a follow-up question is all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking.
Yep. And what do you think? Like I said, I just started cracking up. I freaked out. I had even pointed out to some friends of mine that were at the house that night. And I told them, I said, you're not going to believe this. I said, I blew this guy twice, and they just start cracking up. But that's the thing about me. I've never been in the closet. I've never hid. I mean, I'm always very direct and blunt. Yeah. And I'm just like, this is unreal, and I had no idea that he was going to run, in 2008, but I was back from Mexico, but it was a strange feeling sitting there watching him walk across that stage and realizing who he was.
Huh. So what did you do? You said you reached out to the campaign?
Well, I didn't do anything in 2004, but when he announced his run for 2008, I did reach out to the campaign in late 2007 because I had seen a lot of these college kids talking about how thrilled they were, how there was a candidate who was completely honest about his entire life, his drug use, what he did when he was in school, the constant back and forth. 1 minute is, yes, I did cocaine when I was younger, or no, I never did cocaine, but I smoked weed. So I just simply pointed out that all I was asking was, look, why don't you just simply come out and say, I did coke and I've done it as recently as 1999. Just tell the truth. Put it out there and be honest and let it stay as the truth rather than this back and forth. Never did hear anything back from them immediately.
Who did you reach out to? Do you remember?
I reached out to actually David Axelrod's office in Chicago. I'm trying to remember the letters because it was actually 3 letters.
And did you say I had sex?
The fact that he answered David Axelrod really quickly, and obviously I know he had probably prepped on it all, but like anybody that followed Obama back then, like that was the go-to guy. David Axelrod was the go-to guy. So I don't know if he's ever been asked that question, but he answered it really quickly, and that was the obvious answer to anybody that knew anything about Obama because Axelrod was so involved with the campaign.
Barack Obama.
So
this is the interesting part. My first contact with the campaign never mentioned the sex whatsoever. That was actually brought to my attention by someone who eventually reached out to me in late 2007, claiming to be with the campaign, but wasn't with the campaign.
What do you mean that was pointed out to you? So you never told anyone in the Obama campaign you did sex with Barack Obama?
Not in 2007, no.
Interesting. But they knew?
Yep.
How? Who? Well, that's weird.
I'm assuming Barack himself, because the phone calls that I got in late 2007 came from a gentleman that I have repeatedly identified as Donald Young. And it was Donald Young who had mentioned to me that the campaign was not going to acknowledge the sex and the drug interaction. And I was somewhat taken back because, like I said, I had never mentioned the sex to the campaign at all at that point. I had in 2008, but I had not in 2000.
Okay, that is amazing. And I want to get to who Donald Young was in just a minute, but I apologize for being a bad interviewer, but let me just ask the obvious question, which what was Obama like on crack?
Actually, and I hate to say this because some people are going to think I'm really crazy. I knew a lot of people that smoked it because I was in Miami in the early 80s when it became quite popular. Similar to a friend of mine that I knew in Miami, gets extremely high, calm, almost euphoric. And then as it starts to come down, the twitching and the looking, anything that looks white that's sitting on the seat or the floor, you assume is another piece that fell off that, you can pick up and smoke. But while he was high, pretty much the same.
Pretty controlled.
Pretty controlled, euphoric, talkative, but not really saying anything.
So it was like his presidency.
A lot like it.
That's good. That's good.
Was it your impression, and of course you would, strictly speaking, no, but was it your impression that this was the first time he'd ever smoked crack?
No. You don't, first of all, you don't buy crack, get in a limo and have a pipe in your pocket if it's the first time you smoke crack.
Yeah.
You just don't.
That makes sense. So
Tucker didn't know how to respond. I think Tucker was hoping he'd say more. Tucker's like, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I've read about your story to the extent it's been written about, not very much. But I'd never read that Donald Young, this man Donald Young, called you and told you that he knew you'd had sex with Barack Obama.
That was the contact in late 2007 that I had that originally came under the guise that they were part of the Obama campaign.
So who was Donald Young?
Donald Young is a choir director and a school teacher. He was the choir director at Jeremiah Wright's church in Chicago, the same church that Barack Obama went to.
I remember Jeremiah Wright.
He was also a very openly gay black man, but very well respected.
Did you know him?
I had never met him. I had not even realized that the person who was communicating with me had been killed until a good 2 months after.
So I'm going to get to that. So Donald Young is the choir director at Jeremiah Wright's church.
Yes.
And is it publicly confirmed that he knew Barack Obama?
Oh, yes. Yes. Donald Young's own mother has repeatedly said that she feels that her son died to protect Barack Obama.
It's just interesting that Donald Young would have called you. He's not working directly for the campaign that we know of.
Exactly.
But somehow he has a copy of your letter. It sounds like maybe Donald Young was on cleanup duty.
Somehow he has my phone number. Exactly. And that's exactly what it was. Because like I said, the first calls were, I was led to believe that he was with the campaign. The last conversation that I...
Trust me, Gung Ho Mac, I'm not enjoying it I am not enjoying this, but it's necessary. And I did run a poll in the chat, and the Pat chat voted 68%. Thank God it wasn't 69% to keep watching.
I'd had with Donald Young, he had actually come clean and said that he had been asked to call me and that his job was to get as much information from me as far as who I had spoken to, who I had given any information to, and to get that to them. He had told me to be careful, to watch myself, and to understand that the Barack Obama campaign was not in any way, shape, or form going to acknowledge anything or come out about anything. And he had made it clear that he had known Barack for quite some time and had had an intimate relationship with Barack for quite some time.
He told you that?
Yep. And that's when I knew that I could at least trust what I was being told. Originally, I had made it clear I didn't feel comfortable with the phone call because something just didn't seem right. But after a couple of calls, it started to all fall into place. And I had said the same thing to myself.
Wait, so you didn't know Donald Young existed?
Nope.
It sounds like you're not very political anyway. You weren't.
I wasn't at the time.
And you were just annoyed that Obama was talking about cocaine and lying about it.
I was extremely annoyed.
But the sex part had nothing to do with it.
No.
Then Donald Young, who you don't know, never heard of, calls up and says, by the way, I know you had sex with Barack Obama. I did too.
Yep. Pretty much.
I mean, this is a longer conversation, which we're going to have in a minute, but I mean, Obama has a wife and kids, and he's telling America what a great family man he is. Is that, maybe you've seen this a lot? What do you think of that?
Well, you know, in 2008, I made it clear that Obama was having marital problems in 99, and everybody in the world said that I was crazy, didn't know what I was talking about. And yet, what was it, 6 months ago, Barack Obama comes out and tells the world that exactly what I said was the truth. In 1999, he and Michelle came very close to divorce. Really. 15 years later, what I say is the truth, but 15 years earlier, I'm a liar and a fraud. It's interesting how things eventually come out. But yes, believe me, I've known guys that were completely happily married that will screw around with another man on a weekly basis and think nothing of it.
Huh. Is it your sense that that's who Obama is, just transactional, or that he's bisexual, or like, what is this?
No, my feeling that Barack Obama is probably, he's definitely bi. I think there is a lot of transactional qualities to him, because I think whatever he does, it is looking for a hook or looking for a benefit.
Yeah. That's consistent with his public persona too, I would say. So Donald Young calls you, you actually end up, sounds like you kind of like and trust Donald Young.
I did.
Did he say how long he'd had a relationship with?
He had just said that they had been intimate for years.
Intimate for years. And what happened to Donald Young?
Donald Young was shot dead in his apartment, second floor in Chicago, Illinois. I think it was December 23rd of 2007.
Really?
According to the police report and the death certificate, multiple gunshot wounds, close range, no forced entry, second floor apartment, yet not a single resident in the building heard a single shot, but yet they can hear every shot that's fired in the street outside. Jeremiah Wright announces that Donald Young's dead earlier that morning, even before it was announced, even before he was declared dead.
Whoa.
I mean, a lot of it just didn't make sense.
This is all public, and you can look this up, and it's still on the internet. Tell us about Donald Young's mother.
Norma Jean Young actually is a former Chicago Police Department employee.
Really?
Really. She had worked for the Chicago PD. I had spoken with his sister Lorraine shortly after I realized that he was the gentleman that I had been speaking with. There were people at the time that were attempting to have Lorraine and other members of Donald's family file criminal complaints against me with Chicago because they wanted me arrested. They were trying to get the family to say that I was trying to con them or something. To my knowledge.
Oh, please pause and read super chats for a bit. Like, I want to hear the rest, but damn, I just can't roll through this gay diatribe. But yeah, Big Mike, we know. Hayden Wayne with the Hundy. So I see a lot of you that are, some of you are even asking for brief feet. I don't think you're ready for that one. Okay. I don't think you're ready for that one. We're almost. Oh man, you aren't ready for that one. You don't want that. I can promise you, you don't want brief feet. In terms of what's going on, like, I am probably not going to sleep well tonight because I've listened to way too much discussion about gay sex and crackheads. It's not really something I wanted to hear. I didn't know that this conversation was going to be so in detail. But I knew that it was going to be interesting. Just the details, man. I guess you got to have the details in order to get the point across, but didn't really want to hear all those details. But it's rough, man. It is rough. J-Rock says, Jeremy, I'm bringing back the Breets solely because you didn't stop this video 10 minutes ago. What the fuck, man? Why is this show so amazing? Why is the chat so amazing? You guys, gold standard. Jeremy, some election advice for Trump. If he picks Carrie Lake, that might help with Trump supporters in a general election, independents will be turned off by her. Over the top election denial. Trump needs to pick Nikki Haley. I 100% disagree with you. I appreciate the generous super chat. Thank you so much. I 100% disagree. Nikki Haley, and not that I disagree that like what you're saying about Carrie Lake. I've always said Carrie Lake really won't change anything in terms of if you support Trump, you're going to love Carrie Lake. But the reason I say absolutely no to Nikki Haley is because Nikki Haley has already proven to be someone that can't be trusted. And now we're at a point where Trump needs someone that's going to be by his side and stand by him through thick and thin, through everything. And Nikki Haley certainly will not do that. Certainly will not do that. But I understand what point you're making about Carrie Lake not being able to help with independent voters. I do understand that. But I don't want Nikki Haley anywhere near Trump's campaign for sure. Let's see. Loki Odison says, hardest working man in show business. Be proud of what you built. It's great. Thank you. I am very proud. I try to just remember why I have what I have, and it's because of all of you. It's my wonderful team. It's my wonderful friends. But it is an honor and a privilege to be able to do what we do. And consistently having Geeks and Gamers and D-Day Cobra ranking in the top 10, 20, in the United States for support is just really incredible. And I just don't know how to say that. I don't know how to thank you guys other than just keep doing what we're doing. So really do thank you so much. It's crazy. It really is crazy. Rather brief feet than someone spilling the beans about gay sex. Oh my God, I love you guys so much. Let's see here. I'm looking and Jay Schwalbach's over here on Rumble. Jay Schwalbach dropping a $26 super chat or Rumble rant. Jeremy, Barack did not sleep with this guy. He souped Obama's penis. I sleep with my wife. Not the same. She snores, farts, and doesn't want me to fondle her. It's not the same. God damn it, Schwalbach. Ask Tucker. Did it taste like a rainbow? Does Barack have Skittles in his pants? And then Jay Schwalbach says, I go to Mexico a lot. You watch any US TV you can get. This would not surprise me. Ask Nina. Yeah, okay, that's good perspective on the TV question. So that is good perspective on that one. So I appreciate that, Schwalbach. All right, let's continue on. Thank you, Hayden, for getting the juice flow. Oh, that's a bad term. For getting the chat flowing. Here we go.
Which they never did any such thing. But
all I want to do is make gay jokes.
At the same time, I continue to respect Lorraine and the rest of the family. But Mrs. Young had finally come out and told David Nelson, who was a reporter that I knew out of Minnesota, that she was convinced that Donald had been killed, that his death was to protect his friend Obama. And she confirmed that they had, in fact, been extremely close for years.
I mean, did she confirm that they'd had sex, Obama and Donald Young?
Her confirmation wasn't referencing, or she did not specifically say that they were sexually involved. She just simply said that they had been intimate friends for years.
But she believed the Obama campaign was responsible.
She believed that his death was due to protecting Barack Obama. And I made the same argument that people said, well, how are you accusing Barack? I said, I'm not accusing Barack of anything. But I said, I'm willing to bet my life that Barack Obama and Jeremiah Wright both know or have knowledge of who killed Donald Young. There is no doubt in my mind about that.
Well, this was a guy who was clearly going to be the next leader of the world. You know, people kill each other over insurance claims, over bar fights. There's a lot at stake here. I have no knowledge of this. I'm not alleging a murder by the Obama campaign or its allies, but it's not a crazy thing to wonder, obviously.
No, and the only thing after I realized what had happened with Donald Young, the only thing I'd ever asked was the same thing that I had done. And I said, you know, if you want to accuse me of being crazy, you know, release your phone records, you know, turn over your phone records from your phone in 99, turn over your phone records for the last year. I mean, it's that easy. If you've got nothing to hide, it's not like they're going to be made public. Turn them over to authorities, let them investigate, let them look. But no.
So now seems like a fair time to ask about your motive. So your initial motive was you were annoyed because you believed or you knew that Obama was lying about his drug use.
Right.
But then after the Donald Young exchange, where he brings up the sex that you had with Obama, what was the point at which you decided, I'm just going to bring this to the country, I'm going to go public?
Well, in January of 2008, after having contacted the campaign yet again, I had decided, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to make a YouTube video and put it up, which I did. It wasn't because I was looking for anything out of it. In fact, if I had even stopped long enough to anticipate the blowback and the consequences of speaking out, me being me, it probably would not have stopped me. It might have slowed me a little bit, but it would not have stopped me. But I figured if you're going to call him out, you can't call him out on part of it. And people said, well, why didn't you just talk about the drug use and leave the sex out? And I said, because if I said he just used drugs and then you found out later it was drugs and sex, you would accuse me of lying because I didn't mention the sex. So my opinion was, if you're going to tell the story, then you tell the whole story and let the chips fall where they may. So that's exactly what I did.
And so you made a YouTube video. By the way, I looked for it last night. I couldn't find it.
That's because YouTube gave access to my account to someone shortly after the polygraph test. And I was never given access back to it before the video was actually deleted.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. YouTube gave access to the account and the video was deleted. Microsoft gave access to my Hotmail account and all of my emails were circulating the internet, and vacation replies were set up on my email telling people that I was busy giving blowjobs and would get back with them when I was done. And oh, yeah.
Man, they wanted Obama to be president.
Yeah.
Yep. And they wanted me to be the biggest fraud and nutcase that ever existed.
So
I think I owe it to the chat. So chat, here we go. I know what you need. I know what you need. We all need this palate cleanser. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you go, chat. There's your palate cleanser. I know we still got a few minutes left on Tucker's interview, but we needed a palate cleanser. I felt it was necessary. Okay. I felt this was necessary. Krista, can you come take over CobraCast for like a minute or something like that? Can you help out? Because the chat's struggling, Krista. So there's Krista. Krista, can you just take over the show for a minute, please?
Okay. Yeah, I can. Oh, okay. You really meant it. Hi, everybody. My name is Krista, and I am rocking Trump's mugshot. If you want to get one of these, you can find the links to them in the description. I don't know how long I'm going to be here for, but shout out to the
Just long enough for the chat to recover. It's been a tough. Don't do deep voice, Krista. Please don't. This is not a good time. It's not a good time for deep voice,
Okay,
Krista.
I won't. I promise. I
So,
promise.
no deep voice, Krista. So, but yeah, I felt like they just needed a palate cleanser. You know what I mean?
Right. Thank you.
How are you, Krista? Are you enjoying this episode of CobraCast?
Yeah, that was wild. Oh my goodness. Tucker's a mad lad, but yes, it's pretty amusing to say the least.
All right, chat. There you go. There you go. All right, Krista. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Back to hell. We go back to hell, ladies and gentlemen. So let's all go back to hell together. We're almost done. We're almost done. Here we go.
I gotta ask you. I mean, you know, I wasn't there. I can only assess what you're saying. I don't see any obvious motive for you for gain, financial gain. You're not going to get rich doing this, and in fact, you haven't. You've gotten impoverished as a result of it. But like, if I'm a reporter, well, I was a reporter at the time. I remember thinking, well, that's an interesting story. But it seemed like nobody in the media wanted to follow up with you, and some people, like Ben Smith at Politico, who's a liar and a shill posing as a journalist. I reread the piece last night that he wrote saying, oh, it's ridiculous. Right off the first graph, it's ridiculous, these claims.
Well, I think I have an answer for why a lot of reporters did not want to follow up. And I think it would have something to do with what David Axelrod told a old Chicago Sun-Times reporter, or no, a Chicago Tribune reporter, John Crutzen.
Axelrod had been a reporter in Chicago before he went into politics.
Well, John Crutzen worked for the Chicago Tribune, and John Crutzen actually came to Duluth, Minnesota, and sat down with me and talked with me. And John Crutzen had told me point blank that before he had flown out, that he had spoken to Axelrod, and that Axelrod had told him that they were aware of who I was, and that it was their intentions to destroy me, and that if any reporter had mentioned me to them, they would be completely cut off, and that outlet would be completely cut off from access to the Obama campaign for the duration of the year. So I think that had a lot to do with why reporters didn't bring things up to the campaign, because everybody wanted access to, you know, the new savior. Nobody wanted to be blackballed and denied access to a historic campaign.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's the guy's running for president and credible information comes out that he's smoking crack and having sex with dudes, I mean, that seems like a story.
Well, it would be a story if the media really cared about telling people the truth about anything.
Yeah, they're liars. And that Ben Smith is a liar.
All right, Greedo Gaming, you got me on that one. Oh my God. Greedo Gaming, this guy is so gay, his teeth ran away. Holy crap, Greedo Gaming. Oh my God. And Jay Schwalbach dropped a 50 over on Rumble and said, thank you. I needed her. I needed to see her. Thank you, Schwalbach.
Oh, Ben Smith's more than a liar, but you're right.
What do you mean more than a liar?
He's a complete fraud. Ben Smith, you know, I hear people talking about grifters. Ben Smith to me is a grifter. Ben Smith wrote an article saying that I had a 27-year
Criminal history.
Career criminal. And the funny thing is if you look my criminal history up, which I've published myself and provided from day one, my criminal history goes from 1980 to 1986. And everything I've ever done, I've owned it. I've never wasted taxpayer money. And any sentence I've ever been given, I've served. But he also said that I was a fugitive, that I was avoiding prosecution. I was trying to prevent from going to jail. None of that was true. But the media ran with it. Even Greta linked to it and said that people asked me why I would not interview Larry Sinclair. This is why. And she linked to Ben Smith's article. And notice his article was published right when I was preparing to do the press conference at the National Press Club. But hey, the National Press Club, so-called beacon for freedom of the press, they were just as involved in trying to keep the story from ever being.
It's interesting. I watched the other night. I watched your entire National Press Club appearance, and in it, you detail your intersections with law enforcement in exhaustively.
Yep.
Every time you've been arrested, you explain it. Every time you've done time, you explain it. So you didn't, from what I could tell, hide your past.
No, why? You can't. I mean, I've never hidden my past in regular everyday life. Why would I hide it in something like this?
So, I mean, you're the only person on this set who's had sex with Barack Obama. So I think you're.
I love how he. Tucker's pretty damn funny, dude. Tucker is pretty damn funny.
I don't know, expert on Obama, but you know more than most people. What's your assessment of him now?
I think he's the same grifter that he's always been. I think he's still very power hungry. I think Obama is calling the shots in the current Biden administration more than people are willing to admit. I think Obama is hell-bent. I had made a statement during that press conference that I felt that Barack Obama being elected was going to push race relations in this country backwards 50 years. I am absolutely positive I was.
Yes, I think you've been vindicated on that.
Because race relations in this country has not only gotten pushed back, but everything's about race now. Everything is about victimization now.
It's interesting though. Yeah, he's obviously a race hater, very anti-white, but he had sex with a white man. So you have to ask, like, is that real?
Oh, for him, of course. I would be willing to bet you I'm not the only white person he's ever had sex with, or male anyway.
Yeah.
But hey, he's got what he wanted. You know, he is in DC. He's living the life. He's still looked upon as being the savior of the country. You know, and sadly, people are still giving him that power. And I think it's going eventually to be to the detriment of.
Can I just ask you one last question? How did you? I'm thinking about it. It's very insightful because I knew a lot of people who weren't liberal who voted for Obama purely on the race question, and they weren't all self-hating, guilty whites. They were like nice, normal people who wanted to see race relations improve. And that really was the core promise of his campaign.
They only got worse.
And a lot of people bought it. A lot of smart people bought it. And I saw why they bought it. But you didn't buy it. How did you know that?
I grew up in South Carolina in the 1960s and 70s. Okay. I've been gay and knew I was gay since 6 years old. Never hid it. Okay.
Yeah.
I grew up rural South Carolina.
6 years old?
And my first job as a kid was cropping tobacco for a family by the name of Rose that were a black family living across the road from my grandparents. So I grew up as a kid, a gay kid, in an era and an area that would get you killed being gay just as quick as you could be hanging being black. So I actually knew the other side of the track before I knew that I was supposed to act like I was above this or above that. I've watched it my whole life. I know when someone plays, when it comes to acting like they're one way and then in reality they're the biggest racists or bigots alive on both sides. Okay. I knew because he was saying one thing in the campaign, and then if people started to actually listen to what he was saying, remember there was a time when he actually told supporters to show up at a fight with a knife, get in people's face, argue with them if they didn't agree to support him, if they didn't agree to vote for him, argue with them, convince them. Come on. You don't make statements like that and tell me that you're not going to make things about race. He did.
Man, that is the one part of your story that we can say unequivocally you're telling the truth about. You saw that and most people didn't. Larry Sinclair, I'm really grateful that you came. I wish I had interviewed you in 2008. I don't think anyone.
Is Tucker really playing on words this well? I don't know, man. Did you hear what he just said? Did you hear what Tucker just said?
Saw that, and most people didn't. Larry Sinclair, I'm really grateful that you came.
There's no way Tucker meant to say that. There's no way. There's no way. Oh, okay. Fucking hell, man. Like, I don't even know what the hell we just watched. I don't know how to feel about it. It's a little uncomfortable. It's a little weird. Okay. Whole thing is just weird. So I'm not sure what to think. I'm trying to find you guys a palate cleanser really quick, so give me just a second here. All right, here. You want a palate cleanser? Here's Trump's attorney right here. All right, here's a palate cleanser.
17, Hunter accidentally admits that it was his laptop from hell. The next day, DA Alvin Bragg indicts President Trump. June 8th, an FBI document is released showing that the Ukrainians paid the Biden crime family millions and millions of dollars. The next day, the Mar-a-Lago raid and the Mar-a-Lago indictment. Last week, Hunter Biden's sweetheart plea deal fell through when the judge realized it had blanket immunity. The following day, a superseding indictment against Donald Trump. July 31st, Devin Archer goes to testify in front of the House. That was only after they failed to put him in jail prior to the fact. What happens the next day? The January 6th indictment that we're here for today. This is not a coincidence. This is election interference at its finest against the leading candidate right now for president, for either party. President Trump is under siege in a way that we have never seen before. President Trump and his legal team and everyone on his team will continue to fight, not for him, but for the American people. I'll take some questions.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're back on track. Hayden Wayne says, I 100% believe Microsoft did some BS on his accounts, as did everyone else. His wording is weird, but probably accurate to what happened. Everyone, here's a Hill versus Babyface context video on Geeks and Gamers main channel. There's right. So Hayden, and did you see Hayden? You were in there. We left the thank yous and everything. So got the Hill versus Babyface full context video over there on the main Geeks and Gamers channel, all clipped out from CobraCast. And I really do appreciate Hayden being very adamant about, hey, there's more context here. As thoroughly enjoyed it. I sent it to him before I uploaded it and got him to sign off on it. He was very happy with it. So thank you, Hayden. Really appreciate that. Jake says, which is worse, this interview or The Last Jedi? You're welcome, Hayden. Hey, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. And we appreciate everything. Which is worse, this interview or The Last Jedi? That's an interesting one right there. That's an interesting one, chat. It's an interesting one. All right. Where are we at? We've got more to talk about. As a matter of fact, look at this one right here. This is completely, we're doing a quick shift on topic, but right here, a PR firm has been manipulating the Rotten Tomatoes movie scores for over 5 years by paying critics directly. Do you know how long we have been accusing this very thing of happening over and over and over again? And we've had clowns try to tell us that it's not happening. We've had all of these people saying that we were making this up, that we were just a bunch of haters, and we were making it up for clicks. We didn't know what we were talking about. We have been saying this for years about all of these movies with the social justice propaganda being fake elevated by the critics, and then you see the audience score completely different. You see the box office falling apart for all of these social justice propaganda films. And we've been telling you this. This has been a thing. Over and over and over again, they have been doing this. Rotten Tomatoes is the biggest movie website for reviews in the world, and it's a place that everyone goes to and checks out and tries to, get their, different takes and stuff like that. We have seen this, and we have been saying since pretty much The Last Jedi, which again, what year did that come out? Go ahead and tell me. 2017. That's right. So 6 years ago, all of this started. They're reporting for the past 5 years. We told you this was going on. Again, the fans have been proven right, as we always are. Fans are always going to be right. Ghostbusters 2016, obviously that came in 2016. All of this happened around that time. Then in, when did Captain Marvel come out? 2021? And they made a massive change on the whole platform for Captain Marvel. So this is happening. This was not something that people were making up. Again, it was, oh, these are conspiracy theories. Oh, these are haters. Oh, they're just making stuff up. Oh, they're just twisting this stuff because it helps in the algorithm. No, we were right. We will continue to be right. 2019? Was it 2019? Okay, 2019 was Captain Marvel. Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because 2020 was the lockdown. So it was the year before. My bad. I was thinking year after, but not year before. So yeah, year before the lockdowns. But yeah, this is a massive indictment on a lot of the shills out there and a lot of the people that we have called out over and over again. A lot of the people that I have confronted directly at Star Wars Celebration when I went to Star Wars Celebration in 2019, I think. Was it 2019? Star Wars Celebration? Where I confronted several people that have talked shit about me online, spread bullshit about me. And I said it. I said, if you're a Star Wars YouTuber, this is back when I was covering a lot of Star Wars on the main Geeks and Gamers channel. For those that are not aware, I do have another YouTube channel that I run, Geeks and Gamers, the main channel, and I focused on Star Wars, and I was calling out Disney Star Wars. And there was a lot of Star Wars fans on YouTube with big channels that were calling me out, calling me a racist, calling me a sexist, calling this. And I told them, I'm like, if I see you in person at a convention, I will find you and I will confront you. And I did it. Now, I will do it in a respectful way. I'm not making a threat. I am not making a threat in any way, shape, or form. Don't try to manipulate that. Don't try to twist it. I will confront you. I will shake your hand. I will look you in your eyes, and I will ask you, why did you call me a racist? Why did you call me a sexist? Just explain yourself to my face. And I've done it with multiple of them. And I'll do it a fucking again the next time I go to one of these fucking clown-ass conventions from Lucasfilm. So just remember, I will confront you. I will confront you. I will shake your hand, and I will look you dead in the fucking eye and ask you, why did you say this shit? There's a Star Wars Explained fucking ran from me. He literally ran from me when I confronted him. And there's others, that, to be fair, there were others. One person in particular, I don't even talk to him. But there was a Star Wars channel that me and him had a lot of online beef. We met. We stood there, shook hands, talked it out, and completely squashed our beef. Completely squashed our beef. It was awesome. And others, not so, they were little bitches about it. But anyway, just wanted to talk about that because that's a big story right now. I need to make a video on the main Geeks and Gamers channel about this because this is a huge story right now with Rotten Tomatoes. Huge story. Give me just a minute. Oh, look at this. This is really bad. But I got to show you. Hang on, I gotta move this. I gotta move this to the other screen because I gotta see the chat's reaction when I bring this up. Chat, are you ready for the meme that I'm about to show you? I just need to know. Are you ready for the meme that I'm about to show you? Because I'm not sure you're ready for what I'm about to show you. Are you ready for this, chat? This one's rough. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh no. The chat's going crazy. Holy crap. I know you guys probably want a palate cleanser, so I found a really good palate cleanser. All right? Really good palate cleanser. Look at our boy hanging out with Alina. Look at our boy. Our boy looks good there, doesn't he? He knows how to pick him. Look at our boy there. Look at Trump. Trump knows how to pick him, doesn't he? Look at our boy. Good old Donald J. Trump. The man himself. Look at him just chilling, sitting there like a boss. Sitting there like a boss. Donald Trump knows what's up right there. Yep. Trump is the man. Trump is the man. That one's rough. Coalee for 50 says, my eyes. I corrected it. All right. To be fair, I corrected it. You know what we need, though? You know what we need? We need decency back in the White House. We need an alpha male. We need somebody to take fucking charge of this situation. We need somebody like this guy right here.
You want to know something?
You've said it.
Okay, you want to put that
You
on my...
said it.
I'll take it.
Okay, good.
You know what I'll say? Yes. If we don't get what we want, one way or the other, whether it's through you, through a military, through anything you want to call, I will shut down the government.
Okay,
absolutely.
fair enough.
And
We
I am
disagree.
proud, and I'll
We
tell you
disagree.
what, I am proud to shut down the government for border security, Chuck, because the people of this country don't want criminals and people that have lots of problems and drugs pouring into our country. So I will take the mantle. I will be the one to shut it down. I'm not going to blame you for it. The last time you shut it down, it didn't work. I will take the mantle of shutting down. And I'm going to shut it down for border
But we
security.
believe you shouldn't shut it down.
Thank you. You want to know something?
Boss right there. Fucking boss. That's the man right there. And that's who we need back in office. And they're going to do every single thing in their power to stop him. And we know that. They are going to do literally everything in their power. There's already a bunch of reports out there. So I gotta look into a lot of that. Where are we at right here? The memes are fantastic. Oh man. Look at that. These memes are fantastic, man. They really are great. They really are. It's the best part of it. MAGA memers are going to have so much fun with this Obama stuff. They are going to have so much fun. It's been wild. Let's see here. I did play this clip. Look, man, I am not a fan of the Paul brothers at all. I am not a fan of the Paul brothers. But when you drop some knowledge, respect, I got to respect it. Listen to Jake Paul right here.
Yeah. Jake, how many genders are there?
There's 3. Male, female, and mentally ill.
I mean, that's pretty damn based right there. All right? That's pretty damn based. One more time.
Yeah, Jake, how many genders are there?
There's 3. Male, female, and mentally ill.
That's really good. That's really good. That's really good. Maybe he's on a redemption arc. I don't know. Maybe he's on a redemption arc. Westward Smile says he's playing the game. That's what Beardo was saying. Like, he's basically, I don't follow Jake Paul enough to know if he just flip flops into given situations that he's in or what. I'm not sure if that's how he does things. But I did think that was pretty good. I did think that was pretty good. Oh no. Can I show this? You know what? I'm showing it. I'm showing it. I know the people are going to reward me once they see this one. I'm showing it. You deserve to see this meme. This is good. This is good. This is from Machiavelli Memes, who follows me on Twitter. I follow them back. This is a good one. This is a good one. Here we go. Oh no. Oh no. All right, we gotta. It's over now. We gotta go. Oh. Whoo. All right, chat. Rumble chat, YouTube chat. I see both of you. That was good. That was good. Oh man, oh man. Wow. That was interesting. Check this one out. This is from CNN. CNN's having a tough time dealing with reality. And by the way, today, if I'm not mistaken, President Trump said today that he will be willing to take the stand in his court case. Dude, if Donald Trump, if this gets live streamed and Donald Trump takes the stand, it will be the most viewed thing in the history of the internet. Can you imagine how many people we will have watching CobraCast in that moment? If Trump takes the stand, this will be massive. This is going to be crazy. It's going to be the biggest thing I've ever seen. Like, it's going to be the biggest moment in pop culture history, in television history, in social media history. It's going to be everywhere. It's going to be crazy. With that said, listen to CNN melting down right now because of Trump's numbers right here. Listen to this.
Well, Dana, we're seeing what is basically a one-man race for the Republican presidential nomination. Take a look here. Our brand new numbers in this poll conducted by SSRS among Republican and Republican-leaning voters. You have Donald Trump at 52%, majority support. Ron DeSantis is next in line here, way back at 18%. Everyone else is in single digits. This is a one-man race. And look at where we had it in June. And you see the movement here. Donald Trump is getting stronger as a frontrunner. He is up 5 percentage points compared to where he was in June. And look at Ron DeSantis. He is slipping. He's down 8 percentage points from where he was in June. You see little margin of error movement except for Ramaswamy, who is also up 5 points since June, but is still in mid-single digits here. So right now you're seeing a Donald Trump-dominated race, and Donald Trump's getting stronger. Well, Dana, we're seeing what is basically a one-man.
So yeah, it is a one-man show. Like there is no point. There is no point in the Republican primaries. There's no point in any Republican running. And again, that's why I will continue to say that the Republicans running against Donald Trump are literally working against the United States of America right now. It is a joke that anybody is running for president against Donald Trump with what he's going through. Now, again, if he wasn't going through all of this, and let's just say in a perfect world, Donald Trump lost a close election in 2020 legitimately, and he wants to run again. Okay, fine. You can have competitors. People can come in there. They can run against you. All of that is 100% fine. It's not that Trump is owed anything because he's Donald Trump. He's owed everything because of what they have put him through. Because what they have put him through, what the Democrats and the deep state and the Republicans and the mainstream media have put him through. He absolutely deserves to. And now, right now, he's leading in every poll by a mile. No one's even close. No one's even close. It's ridiculous. So it is what it is. We will see what happens, but that's my stance on it right there. They all need to step aside. They all need to step aside. That's the bottom line right there. Okay. Hailstorm. How are we doing, buddy? How we doing, Hailstorm?
I love that I just sent you a message.
Oh, you did?
I said beard in like 5 minutes.
So there we go. Okay, no problem. No problem. All right. So we got Beard of Shame that's going to be making an appearance here momentarily. But we also got Sexy back in, and I got to read some super chats. We got a lot. We got a lot going on, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot going on. So are you guys ready for that sexy back end? We are at 1,000 likes. Let's see here. Where are we at with that? Give me a minute. I'm trying to get everything pulled up here. All right. So the sexy back end. Now, I told you guys, what was it last, where we finished? I think we were finishing like in the top 10. First of all, Geeks and Gamers and D-Day Cobra were both in the top 10 2 days ago, which is crazy. Obviously, we're getting a lot of support on Rumble. That's greatly appreciated. Yes, Lost Tales, I'll probably pull up the Alex Jones thing too, because we're going to have time. I'm not ending the stream like right this second. We're still going to run through some super chats and everything like that. But let me see where we're at. Post it again for me, Lost Tales. Holy crap, the Discord is active as hell. I mean, active as hell. Post it again, Lost Tales. I'm looking right now, and I know when I say I look in there, you guys are just going to start posting stuff like crazy. I see you, Lost Tales. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Post it. Better hurry, Lost Tales, or I'm not going to see it. Oh, what the hell is that? You guys got some horrible memes. Horrible memes in there. But okay. Sexy back in time, ladies and gentlemen. 1,000 likes. So you know how we do it. At 1,000 likes, we show off the sexiest back end on YouTube, which is the CobraCast back end. So we are sitting right now at booyah $669 in chat revenue and 103 members. A damn good night. A damn fine night. 103 members. Damn, we had 100 members like in the first 10 minutes. I thought we were going to have a lot more than that, but I'm not complaining at all. That's a nice number. That's a huge number. Damn good night on CobraCast 199. Once again, this show, everything that I do is 100% because of all of you. The only way I'm able to do what I'm able to do is because of all of you. And the fact that I can sit here and talk and react and have the opportunity to do this and have that type of response from you guys is incredible. It really, really is. So I don't know how to say it other than thank you. That's just amazing. It really, really is amazing. And then, of course, the Rumble. Jay Schwalbach's been dropping bombs over there on Rumble all night. We still got some Rumble rants. And I do have a lot of super chats that I have to read through. And that is going to happen. Look at all those emojis in the chat. All those emojis. You know, the reality of the situation is we would have no emojis if Krista wasn't obsessed with emojis. We would have none. Like, there would be no emojis. They would just be the standard YouTube emojis. That's all they would be. You know? Here we are with that. So thank you guys so very much for all of the incredible support tonight. Let's see. Eric says, D-Day Cobra, many would love to have the numbers in your sexy back. I appreciate that. Eric K. All right. We're waiting on Beard of Shame, and we still have an Alex Jones palate cleanser from the Lost Tales. Is Lost Tales trying to make up for his fake news from earlier? Let's see. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got here. I don't know what we're about to watch. I have no idea.
Ho, 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 teeny Jedi. Come here. Come here. I did not say that. Come here. You have a strong will for one who's only lived one life. Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream cone. I have ice cream. I have cookies. I have candy, 5-year-old. Everything's okay. Everything is nice. Puppy, puppy, I have a puppy. You love puppies. Bring me 15 hookers now and get the drugs ready and take me to the private island. Get the satanic rituals ready. I have seen, I know who the enemy is, and let me tell you, they are vicious wolves who hate you and your family. Come and drink from the well. Join us. Come and be one with us forever. The crowd goes, These dumb effers don't know we're breaking up their families and we'll get their children. The women won't know we're dividing and conquering and recognize the real enemy. They'll be too busy thinking every problem, including bad weather, was their overworked, brainwashed husband. They'll never come together and raise strong children, and then our program will be complete. Thank you, Satan, for all your love. Signed, Cheryl Sandberg. Nowadays, if they landed in troop ships wearing pink uniforms, going, tranny, 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 literally everyone would just kneel and go, oh, and just, here are our children. If it's politically correct, don't be racist. Shooting everybody. And it said, well, I'm going to be friendly to the lions, and they'll like me. I'm going to go lay down and show them my belly. And then they'll want to be my friend because I'm with them. I'll tell the lions where the gazelles are. I'll work with the lions. And as the little gazelle walks over, hi, lion. He's feeling kind of powerful. You're my friend. The lion just grabs it by the throat, just rips it out. And the gazelle goes, trendy. I was trendy. Oh, I have power. This planet will serve us well. Oh, yeah. No, not the Trump. Not him, the enemy. Oh, yeah, mommy. Here. Yes, yes. The planet is ours. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Do what must be done.
Man, I'm hurting. I'm laughing so much. We're not going to watch all of it. But we had to get a little bit of Alex Jones in there to help cleanse the palate of tonight with all the gay Barack Obama sex that was discussed, because it was rough. That was a rough experience right there. Keck Lord says, after that Tucker interview, you need to play the old song Disposable Penis. Man, that Tucker interview. I hope Tucker brings back something like, interview Trump's lawyer, please. Next, Tucker, please. For the sake of humanity, we would appreciate that if you could do that, Tucker, please. That would be the best thing. I promise you. Kevin Cron says Barack loves to eat corn the long way. Bird Up says, please, Steph, or please bring Steph on to read super chats. Hazel Eye says, guess Joe really saw the gay bathhouses after all. Nick Brown says Obama is not gay. He has relationships with women and sex with men. Ehab says, do you think Big Mike's corn is long and thin or short and thick? Oh, God. Mountain Mutt, on the bright side, when someone says it's time for a gay man to be president, we can all say, well, actually, that is a very good point, Mountain Mutt. That is a very good point. Dilbo T. Baggins becomes a new member. Thank you. Zero Cool. Obama does crack and dudes. Larry says, green this sucker. Talking about those memberships. That's right. Memberships flying. The chat always going crazy around here. Speaking of gifted memberships, and I'm not asking for him to do it because I know Alec Baldwin's fingers, but Alec Baldwin's finger, where are you at? Are you at least in the chat? Because I know you dropped a 20 on Daily and you said you were going to play Battlefront with us tonight because you got a PS5 just for that. Is Alec Baldwin's finger here at least? And if so, why didn't you join us? We were looking forward to having you on tonight. Let's see. Obama eats corn in the back end confirmed. Rob Morgan says 100 new members every stream doesn't sound like a dying channel to me. Barry eats corn the long way. Cobra la 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 la. That's right. Yeah, let me show that one more time. So so I was I made this post. This is something I talked about in the beginning, but I love how these clowns do this. But right here, BLM has a new meaning. Barack likes men. That's the new meaning for BLM now. They even have their own little black and white flag and everything. So Barack likes men is the new meaning for BLM. So I had this clown in my chat, in my replies, and basically they were like, no wonder your channel's dying. And I'm like, number 2 in the USA yesterday for super chats. Stay mad. And the crazy thing is look at the channels that we beat. We beat the Whatever podcast. We beat Tim the Tap Man and the Jimmy Dore Show. Are you kidding me? Like, holy crap. But, and then they said, you're aging out of it. It won't last. And now you're just changing the fucking argument. So, yeah, that's what that was in reference to. So, yeah, pretty funny indeed. Thank you, Rob Morgan. Appreciate that. Marion Barry, mayor of D.C., was elected after being caught as a crackhead. It almost happened to Andrew Gillum. Lying dog face pony soldier. We knew Sinclair's crack story in 2008. The mainstream media hid it. That's the... I personally didn't know the story. I mean, I'd heard rumors. I didn't know specifics, but it's clear that that's the bigger part of this, is that the mainstream media actively hid this story. You know, doesn't, even if it's not true, the fact that they hid it, but they pounce on any story that can hurt Trump. That's the bigger problem right there. Wolverine Schnick says Tim Stool. Oh, here it goes. Warren Smith says, I talked to Alec Baldwin's finger during your live stream. He was busy gaming with someone. Okay, got it. As long as he's doing good, man, that's all I care about. So just want to make sure everything was good with him. Zero Cool says Obama was a gay black crackhead. Zero Cool is moving the chat around a little bit so we could get that in there. Westward Smile, I would argue Tim is worse than Joe Rogan. Who's worse, Tim Pool or Joe Rogan? I listen to Tim more than I would listen to Joe Rogan, but that's mainly because I think Tim puts a better show on because of the guests involved. I don't care for either one of them. I think they're both fence riders, and I think fence riding is a big problem, and it's like, quit being scared of just having your opinion. That's one of the reasons we're continuing to be in this spot right now. So I would rather, again, I don't really watch either one of these. I've only listened to like 1 or 2 Joe Rogan podcasts all the way through. And one of them for sure was the Gina Carano. When I listened to that one all the way through, I might have listened to another one in full, but that's it. Like, I don't really listen to Joe Rogan. But I do find myself tuning into the Tim Pool show more often than not based on guests. And it's just a little more accessible. I don't really listen to Spotify. I guess I'll watch a Joe Rogan clip if it hits my feed on YouTube, but that's about it. I'm not a fan of either. Rocket Sauce is pretty interesting that Jeremy went to Ron DeSantis campaign rallies. Just remember, all things are clear in hindsight. Yeah, I mean, I don't regret going to support Ron DeSantis. I don't regret voting for him for governor and all of that. Ron DeSantis did a good job in Florida, and I was very happy with him as governor. And I went to multiple rallies and met with some of his people. We were invited there, and that was great. Well, once it became clear that you weren't going to stand with President Trump, all that changed. And that's just where it is. Maldi says, I'm glad you beat up Syndrome 2 so Jay doesn't feel so left out. 199. Hey, there's Alec Baldwin's finger. $20. Hopefully I can join next week. Need time to practice on controller anyways. Hey, brother, I hear you on that, man. We're looking forward to having you in there. So, but yeah, I just wanted to check in, make sure everything was good, bro. So good to hear from you, man. Thank you so much. J-Rock for 20. I believe I have the most money for Brief Feet. Past 20 and this one. God damn it. J-Rock ain't going to let this go. Shit. Hang on. Now I got to fucking deal with this because J-Rock isn't. I was hoping to move past this. J-Rock is not going to let it go. So now I've got to get Jed involved. Jed, are you involved?
I can be.
There we go. J-Rock is not letting this go. Where are we at? Hang on. All right. He ain't letting it go. I believe I have the most money for Brief Feet. A past 20 and this one. 40 greenbacks. Oh, fuck. You guys know I'd really like... I know there's a lot of grift involved with this. I really don't want to fucking grift off Brief Feet anymore. This is not what I want to do. He's mad at me. J-Rock is mad at me because of the Tucker interview. All right? He's punishing me. That's what he's doing. He's punishing me. That's what he's doing. So, God damn it, J-Rock.
Yeah, right now it's 45 feet, nothing against.
All right. Well, let me read through some more super chats. We'll see what it's. God damn you, J-Rock. Quava Ball says, Jeremy, don't forget the Bush rhinos are trying to get Ken Paxton out of office. His lawyers spanked their star witness today. The diaper stains looks like he never once ate his lunch a single day in high school. Yeah, the Bush rhinos are evil, very evil. And the Bush family, Bush crime family, there's a reason I called them the Bush crime family, because they are the Bush crime family. And so, let's see here. All right, Jed, just keep an eye on that. We will return. We will return. I think I deleted the damn video from StreamYards, didn't I? No, I didn't. Fuck. All right. Thanks, Jed. I'm depressed now. I'm depressed. I don't even want to fucking. I don't want to do this, J-Rock. A channel called MXR Plays got dinged for using mods in Starfield, as in this Starfield shenanigans hasn't gone far enough. Quartering covered it recently. MXR can't catch a break from YouTube. You know, I've never watched them. I've heard of this channel constantly getting in trouble. I've never watched them. I've seen Quartering cover them a lot. I don't know much about them, but I will watch Quartering's video on it. Brockatron says the difference is there's no proof Trump did anything to any accusers, but we have letters of fruity stuff from Obama, and let's be real, it's not surprising. 100% it's not surprising at all. I be lying. Is that what it is? How do you ever get anything done around Ryan and not die from laughter whenever he goes on a tirade? You could have a segment where audience votes on a topic for Ryan to rant about. It's true, man. It's true. Ryan's just funny as hell. He ain't trying to be. He is funny. He's not as funny as Jay, though. Jay's still the funniest person. G&G, in my opinion. Daniel Root says, arm yourselves, train, and keep buying ammo. Don't be violent. Be prepared to meet any violence against you. You are your best defense. Well said. Thank you. Pretty sure I'm a lizard person. For 10 says, it's okay. BO was against, or Barack Obama was against gay stuff on his first run. Yes, he certainly was. Certainly was. Corn Pop is here with the 199. What's up, Corn Pop in the house? Good to see you here. Pretty sure I'm a lizard person. Became a member as well. Look at there. Gunko Mac. I decided to spend this on you instead of my STD test after my motel meeting with Obama. God damn it. Corone becomes a new member. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Jeremy's dangling cable. Hail the 199. BLM equals Barry Licks Mike. God. Hail to the 199 from Keeley. BLM Brie Larson doesn't matter. That is true. Hopefully we won't have to worry about her tonight. Coaly says our success. Play Soviet anthem bass boosted. Yes, it is our success, and you know that, Coalee. You know that. Thank you, Coalee. Maximus BT says Obama doing the old gawk. Alan, no one is shocked that Obama likes fudged bananas. Ask Big Mike. Credo Gaming, Obama likes a little fuzz on the peewees. God, these it's like I haven't even gotten past this Obama thing, man. It's just so bad. It's just so bad. Oh my God. Credo Gaming says Obama. I got that one. Brad Mann says, so what's the over under on how long before Obama's butt buddy has a swimming accident? That would be a major concern of mine if I was that person. Easily. And I'm sure that they're aware of that as well. So I guess we'll see. I guess we will see. I don't know, man. I would be very nervous if I was that individual. Hayden Wayne says, I can't believe it. The gays are political. That's how we got where we are. To be honest, most gay people I've known were political. It's always about them wanting to push for normalizing. It's all about normalizing. Yeah, I mean, it's I think that the political activists ruin everything for everyone. So, that's really what it comes down to. The political activists, weak-minded people really are what ruins it for everyone. Weak-minded people, and especially the Democrats. The Democrats prey on weak-minded people. They need weak-minded people. They absolutely need them. Maximus BT says Barack eats corn the long way. Let's see. Pretty sure I'm a Melissa person says when they drop a story about every time Trump could have maybe possibly dropped the N-word, this has just as much credibility in MSNBC and CNN, CBS gets wrecked. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the whole point. That's my point behind it. Just make it equal. Cover these things equally. Cover them in the same capacity. That's all I'm asking for. And we know that's never going to happen with the mainstream media. So you have to start playing by their rules. That's what you have to do. And I'm in full support of that. Let's see here. There's J Rocks. There's that one. Coalee's 50. I got that one. Keck Lord in the house. Let me see where you guys are at. Sorry, I'm trying to get through it. JM Elliott, 1986 for 10. It's fascinating that Tucker was able to land an interview with a Starfield NPC already. Thank you. Look at legalize adulthood. Legalize adulthood for $100. Jeremy Riggs is anti-Bree. Trump 2024. What do you call a deaf gynecologist? A lip reader. God damn it. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Legalize adulthood in the house with the $100. $100. The chat loved that one. The chat liked your joke. They liked it. Oh man, that was good. What's up? J Rock says I only do this so you must look at them. J Rock hates me. J Rock hates me. Really, really does, you know? I mean, Krista, can you help out with this? Like what? Why do you think J Rock hates me?
I don't know.
You must have been working and gotten completely caught off guard by me bringing you in.
Yeah, like, I will admit I was a little blindsided by that. Every time, yeah, pretty much.
All right. Sorry, Krista. You're probably busy like putting stuff together. So I apologize. I threw you into the fire of the snake pit.
I was like thinking of like jokes to say, but I was just I don't know. I didn't know what the right one to say.
Hey, can you do oh, never mind. I'm not gonna get you in trouble. I was gonna make a Michelle Obama joke in the deep voice that you have. I was gonna say, but we're not gonna do that. Hi, Krista. Let's keep you out of trouble. Let's keep you out of trouble. Tyler says, I just think Obama is secretly gay. Never gets caught. Trump gets accused with cis women. Just proves Trump is the MAGA king and greater than Barry. Trump is my Mika. Hell yes. Westward Smile says no brief feet. I think that's literally the only no brief feet super chat we've gotten. This is not good. This is not going in the proper direction right now. And I personally just don't want J-Rock to win. That's really what it comes down to. I don't want him to win. Dante Rage says, I have a small issue with his story. You can't smoke cocaine unless you actually cook into crack, and you can't break up crack to snort it like coke. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something I'm not aware of because I've never done a drug in my life. But yeah, I mean, if that's a flaw in his story, then I'm 100% okay with people breaking that down. So thank you for that. Vegas Woman says, I read about Obama being gay and heard rumors about him in 2014. YouTube Fisher of Men exposed all this back then. He went to prison for exposing Obama. Really? I have to look into that. Alan, step out of line and get dirt napped. Yep, that's pretty much it. You are correct about that. I'm going back to the sheet. Jed. Kevin Cron for $45. No feet, please. We already threw up this stream. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Was my last super chat to not? It was from a song from back when. What do you mean? Was it to not? I don't know what you mean by that. Keck Lord, I read it. Didn't I? Didn't I read it? Pretty sure I did. Let's see here. It's like a $10 super chat from Keck Lord, if I'm not mistaken. I'm looking for it now. Oh yeah. It went through. Disposable penis. Yeah. You need to play the old song Disposable Penis. Yeah, we got it. All right, where are we at? Vegas Woman, we got that one. Alan, I got that one. For 2, I got his. Radioactive, Jeremy. The Larry and Barry Obama story is 15 years old. This came out in 2008, prior to his first term in office. Some are only figuring this out now. I knew that it was, and I saw a lot of you telling me, like, screaming at me, like, this is old. I knew it was old. I was aware that it was an older story. I was just talking about how now that it's getting more major traction because the mainstream has hidden it for so long. Now, I wasn't aware of it back then. I had no clue, but I had heard like little rumors and things like that, but I never heard specifics. The Shantu says that you should have the African pastor ask him, why are you gay? Defending Truth for 5. New York Post, Barack Obama told X, I make love to men daily, but in the imagination, letter shows it's a legit letter mixed with this. He's gay. That is 100%. That came out not too long ago. And yeah, Beelan, did you see my earlier super chat? I did, and I got it. I read it maybe like 10 minutes ago. Credo Gaming, this interview is worse than Bree's feet. Ew. Westward Smile, staying at a comfort inn, but riding around in a limo. Sounds fishy too. Michelle J. blew his freaking tooth right out of his head. Eric K. Tip for Obama, drink pineapple juice. 2012 Jameson. I am making a video that exposes insurrection BS. Hell yeah, man. Let's do it. Hayden 75, or Hayden Wayne. Look, we all know about Big Mike. This isn't anything revolutionary to us. Media can seem to get the age of his daughters right. We know. Dead chef. Yep. Correct. Zero Cool, play Fortnite. I can't play Fortnite tonight. Brian Barlow. Bree Feet Larson sounds pretty good right about now. Oh no. Kevin Cron, you need to show us Trump's lawyer pick after this. I did. I obliged. I obliged. Doc Holliday, them ears look like they've been pulled on a lot. God damn it. Mr. Bentham, just saw a chat say Barack Bussy. 2012 Jameson, Star Wars writers are making this a new game. Jameson again. Nikki is Pence in a dress. No way. Bob R. saw this when it came out. I believe it. Mick Hawk. No, let's see. Did you say that quick enough, I guess? Mick Hawk? Mike Hawk? Is that what you're trying to say? Mike? Is that supposed to like a play on Mike Hawk? I don't really understand that one. This man is so gay, I bet it's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway and come running when you fart. Piano Dean, he's definitely eats at Five Guys. Lost Tales, this stream deserves an Alex Jones compilation cleanse. I have it in the snake pit for you. 2012 Jameson, Obama, and Big Mike want to like and share your back end. Let's see. Fantastic Mr. Knox, gay snoo at its finest. Mr. Knox says, so who really took the corn the long way, this guy or Obama? I'm okay. I'm going to stop right here. I can't get away from all the gay stuff tonight. The entire super chat. That's all it is. I hate tonight's CobraCast. It's all it is. That's all it is. Fantastic, Mr. Knox. Some of you guys watch this. I had to listen to this in audio while working. Bloody heck, Jeremy. This has been an awful CobraCast. Jameson, he went back. He went black. Didn't go back. Got it. Sean 2, can we get Jeremy Osteen to cleanse us from this, please? Jeremy Osteen is very unhappy. Jeremy Osteen is very, very unhappy. Tonight has been a very, very bad night for Jeremy Osteen. Jeremy Osteen don't do the gay. Jeremy Osteen is a man of the Lord. He don't do the gay. There's been way too much gay for Jeremy Osteen. Not even the super chats can offset the gay. We have to cleanse tonight with more super chats. The only way to save the night is more super chats. Amen. God damn it. Vegas woman, Bill Clinton has a black son he never sees. Danny Williams, Fisher of Men, exposed. Michael and Barack, many years ago. FOM even went to prison for it. Fucking hell. Magadonian Esquire, Larry probably had no dad. Just saying. J-Rock for 50. Brie Larson's feet won the war last time. The Breets will win again. I'm starting to think you're gonna win because all the people that are willing to save it, they ain't coming in to save nobody no more. So they're like, bro, somebody else got to step up. Doc Holliday, Barry is degenerate pervert. Sleepy Joe's showers with 11-year-old Ashley, but Orange Man bad. Jameson, how do we know Jeremy? How do we know Jeremy gay? He liked The Last Jedi. Westward Smile, imagine fighting to keep the border open. Nagranol, this was certainly something. At least there was some Kika. Shout out to the emoji master, looking fine as wine, boiling hot wine. JM Elliott, let's see. Can we see the lawyer again? I'm gonna come. Sir Rune of House Roundhead, I will sum up Ahsoka for you. Imagine your favorite characters from Rebels, like Sabine and Hera, turned into live action and made boring. That's it. That's what I've heard. Keck Lord, I woke up this morning with a bad hangover and my penis was missing again. This is what happened. This happens to me all the time. It's detachable. Let's see. Meyer, the gravitationally adept for $4.99. Thank you. Cramerica Industries, thoughts on Jill Biden getting the coof and Biden saying she'll be wearing a mask for the foreseeable future? All part of the plan. It's coming back. COVID season 2 is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. It is happening. Meyer, the gravitationally adept, says, all we learned tonight is that Michelle has no penis. Let's see. Mountain Mutt says, meme tomorrow will be that gay dude pointing at Jeremy. I blew this twice. God damn. Filthy Robot. Did Tyron Manning from the Orange is the New Black really go MAGA? I don't know. I haven't heard that story. I never heard that one. Samuel Hendrickson, all elites are suckers. Obama #1. Westward Smile, I will fight the good fight. No feet, please. There you go. Sarah, for $9.99. Dinesh was sent to prison by Obama for exposing him, and Trump pardoned him. Trump for king. Keck Lord says, gang, gang. High popcorn. Yippee-ki-yay. And we are caught up. No, we're not. Fuck. Never mind. What am I talking about? The hell am I talking about? We're not caught up yet. Still got some member messages to go. Not too many, though. Let's see. J.M. Elliott says Barry's lover sounds about as straight as spaghetti. If the Barry story isn't true, he's definitely telling the truth about an experience he had. And then also, let me go to Rumble really quick too. Oh, we're caught up on Rumble. So it's John Beck. By the way, the song was Detachable Pin Us. One of my stoner friends would laugh his ass off singing it in class. Got you. Squiddy Girl says, looks like Barry has been eating the poo-poo. Atheist Icon, thanks for the membership, whoever you are. Jeremy looks like he's from the Redneck Riviera, Alabama, baby. Tyler Boschers, just think Obama is secretly gay, never gets caught. Oh, yeah, I got that one earlier. JJ Ag 400, you smoke cocaine like you do meth. You don't put an actual flame to the substance. Noted. Okay. Now, what the hell? Get Jed back in here. How we looking, man? How we looking?
It's not even close at this point. It's J-Rock. J-Rock's just killing it. So I need $49 for no feet to catch up.
All right. J-Rock, you bastard, for doing this. Give him a 2-minute countdown. J-Rock's a bastard for this. I don't want to do brief feet grifting anymore. This is the last time we're doing it. This is a respectable show. I don't want this. Zalisha, we missed yours. Can you find Zalisha's super chat, please?
How do you spell that?
Z-E. Here, hang on. Where'd it go? Z-E-L-A-S-H-I space Z-Z-Z. Zalisha Z-Z-Z. All right. Let's see.
It just says feet.
Okay. Yeah, he had already counted that one. All right, here we go. The last fucking time. I'm not doing this anymore, J-Rock. From now on, I'm just going to have to do a poll in the chat. I'm not going to grift this anymore. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this. Boom! There we have it. There we have it. We are at the finish line. It's over. J-Rock, you're too late. I can't keep that one from him though, because he just dropped $50.
It's not enough.
It's not enough?
It's not enough.
Yes. There we
That
go.
Warren Smith. That
Warren
Smith got it over.
Smith saved the day. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so, whew, man, this was a tough one. All right, okay. What if you took my 50 out though? Because I really don't think my 50 should count.
Then feet wins.
All right, chat. Does my 50 count? Let's see. Does my 50 count? My 50 count? There we go, chat. Chat, this is the answer right here. You're going to determine if Bree's feet happens. All right? Fucking hell. Oh, this is all over the place. Oh, my goodness. Y'all seriously going to vote me down? They're going to vote me down. They're going to vote me down. Hey, can you believe this? Krista, can you help somebody? Krista, get in here. What do we help?
The chat has decided.
Not yet, but it's pretty close.
The chat will decide your fate then.
You know, I could promise like a 50 gifted memberships. Try to sway them to vote. Yes. Like, what if I promise 50 gifted memberships? You know, how would that be? That would be kind of good. Hey, see, I saw a couple people said that's acceptable. A couple of people said this is acceptable. I think we can turn this around, Krista. Look, there's still 1,400 people here and only 300 people have voted. We got the numbers. Find me the votes. Damn it. I don't think I'm going to be able to make up that much room. That's a lot. I think we've been defeated, ladies and gentlemen. Dante Rage says a lot of people don't understand drugs and their chemical reactions, which pissed me off during the Biden laptop stuff. Hunter had a meth pipe, not a crack pipe, yet everyone said it was a crack pipe. Well, we appreciate that for sure. I totally understand, man. Thank you for that. Eric Ray says, I'd rather ride in a limo with Obama than see Bree's feet. Yeah. Nick Brown says no feet. Felicia says feet. J Rock for 50 says 49 or for 49.9 says yes. Warren Smith says no. Silent Running says Doc today verified that I have mental issues. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, man, but we got your back, brother. We got your back. Kevin Cron dropped 20. No feet. Westward Smile says no feet, weirdos. This guy right here, I don't know who this guy is, but this guy came in with a big 50 that the chat has determined does not matter. I mean, I guess they don't want 50 gift memberships, Krista. I guess they just don't want 50 gifted memberships. So I guess my $50 doesn't matter, and you don't get 50 gifted memberships. So, oh wow. I'm trying everything I can do. I really don't want this to happen, but I guess I have no choice. I've been defeated. I have been defeated tonight, and
Accept your fate.
I'm getting ready to end the poll. Bad goat feet lovers are ass. Is Blabs in the chat? What's up, Blabs? Blabbering collector in the house. Is she? I see people talking to her. God. All right, the poll has been ended. The chat has determined that my $50 does not matter. Oh, God. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want this show to be about grifting off of Brie Larson's feet. And J-Rock keeps doing this.
Too late.
Let's do beard of shame first.
Okay.
Do beard of shame first. Okay. We got well, where's it at? Let's see. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we're gonna get beard of shame out of the way first. Apparently this guy D-Day Cobra and his $50. People don't like it around here. So first we're gonna do beard of shame. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. CobraCast 199 is proud to present to you tonight's beard of shame.
Yeah. Fuck you. Heartfelt.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
Tucker Carlson here, and I got news for you, Barack. That means you're gay. In other news, you won tonight's Beard of Shame. Congratulations. Truly a momentously gay occasion and well-deserved beard. I bet Big Mike's proud.
Holy shit, Hailstorm. Hailstorm, that was really good. Holy crap. Well done, Hailstorm. Well done. Not bad, my friend. All right, chat. Good job on that one, buddy. And now we reached a point in the show that I wasn't looking forward to. We reached a point. J-Rock. Your 50 is part of this chat, but it is not recognized as master. I'm not happy about this. But here we go. I mean, what do you miss say? What do you miss say? What do you miss say?
Why? 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 Why?
At least I dropped 50 gifted memberships that probably went unnoticed, which they should have. Why would you notice that in the midst of being burnt? Your eyes were being burnt from your fucking head. I tried to save us. I failed, but I tried. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for another crazy. This is a wild CobraCast. Okay, this is a wild one. So anyway, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. You guys are the best, and I don't know what I would do without all of you. So I hope you were entertained. This was definitely we need a different CobraCast. What is this? This is the Wednesday show. So Friday's CobraCast, we gotta do something different. All right. We got a lot less gay talk, a lot less Brie talk. We got to figure something out. All right. Oh, Taco About It says he still forgot my super. Taco About It? Do we have that one, Jed? Any idea where we Taco About It super chat? Let's see, where's Jed? Do we have that one?
So Eric actually brought it up in the private chat. You got it.
Oh, let's see. Oh, I got it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
it
no.
was a bad taste in the mouth.
I don't think I read that one, but yeah, Talk About It says this interview leaves bad taste in people's mouth.
Yeah, I remember you giggling about it.
No, I giggled about Tucker saying it.
Ooh, right. Yeah, you giggled then too. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It came like 30 seconds a minute later, so it was like
okay. All right, gotcha. All right, cool. No problem. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. We're gonna leave you with a true palate cleanser, and that will be some Sabaton. I thank you so much, though. Great show as always. You're the best chat on the internet. I'll see you tomorrow for Geeks and Gamers Daily. What else do we have going on? We got the Fortnite member stream, and then Friday Night Tights. I will be on Friday Night Tights. We'll have Daily on Friday, and then CobraCast on Friday, and then probably a late night Fortnite stream after that. By the way, next week for the G&G side and CobraCast, actually, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we as a team are going to be extremely busy traveling. Schedule is going to be jacked up for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. Probably not going to get a standard CobraCast, but I will give you a live stream Monday. Same with Wednesday. So just keep these two things in mind. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, G&G crew, we're going to be traveling, and our whole schedule for those 3 days are going to be crazy jacked up. So just keep that in mind. I'll let you guys know as we get closer to it, to let you know what that's going to look like. But really do appreciate you. And I'll see you guys soon. So have a good night. Thank you for all the love. And we will talk to you later.
Time to rule at last. 15 years have I been waiting.
And you guys have a great night. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow morning for Geeks and Gamers Daily. Thank you. Have a great night, and we will talk to all of you later. Bye.